Hello everyone, Wise Gamer here, and today we are doing another indie game preview, and you're probably wondering, wait a second, why are we looking at your Steam account right now? Well, the game that we are actually previewing is on Steam on Early Access, and if you look on your front page, you've probably seen it. It is right... let's see, here it is, Endless Legend. Currently 25% off for Early Access, normally $35, it is $26.24 right now. Endless Legend, guys, on Steam. This is a legit indie game that has got greenlit. It is on Early Access now, and you guys need to check out this game. If you are a fan of Civilization, Age of Wonders, anything like that at all, then you definitely would enjoy this game too. Age of Wonders 1, 2, or 3, Civilization 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 4X game. So 4X is for 4 X's basically: explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. It's kind of been a style of games that's been around since like the early 90s, and basically with these types of games, you start off with some sort of like empire or something like that, and you settle your first city, and then you expand and grow upon that. So let's get out of the video real quick and we'll go to some of these screenshots. So you can see there's different elevations, you get the hex grid layout and everything, very similar to other 4X games. This is pre-alpha, by the way, so there are going to be a few bugs and changes, of course, in the final release from the after early release here. But yeah, it's a beautiful game though. It's got great graphics already. Really excited for this. I am actually a huge fan of strategy games. I played a crap load of Command & Conquer when I was younger, and then I got Civilization 2 and Empire Earth, and then eventually Civilization 3, Empire Earth 2, and I've just been in love with these types of games. It just takes so long, that's why I don't do videos on them. But as you can see though, it's a fantasy-based game. Basically, it's been in development for like a year and a half now from Amplitude Studios. They are the actual developers, being the indie developer team, and then Iceberg Interactive is the actual publisher on here. So we'll have links in the description for Amplitude Studios down below, and then also have the link to the store Steam page here as well. But yeah, it's all turn-based, alpha early access right now on Steam, as I was saying, and it's definitely worth it right now, guys. There's a multitude of factions. You can go through and play quite a bit. The sound that you're hearing in the background is actually music from the game, by the way. I don't know if you guys hear that or not. I have it turned down quite a bit, but I have the game running in the background, and we're going to be playing that in just a second. But currently it's on version 0.4.3, I believe, which is a very early access game, but it does have quite a bit also. So right now it'll has you can play up to 8 different players, but right now it's only on continental maps, which means that there's no boats or anything, so you can't play on like an island map, but those will be in the game later. It's just if they put them in right now, you'd have no way to transport yourself across the islands. There are 4 factions currently, but eventually there are going to be 8 available. There are 10 minor factions, and eventually there'll be 16. There's 4 separate eras right now, and around 100 different technologies that you can get from quests and research and things like that. So there's lots of research involved, just like the other games. There's 2 different victory conditions right now, so normally you can build like wonders, or you can conquer everyone else, or you can like out-diplomacy everyone else and become like truce with everyone else too. Right now in this game there are military and score based, so you can hit a certain score threshold, or you can military conquer, which I believe is defeating everyone else. And then also right now there is a 200 turn time limit, and that's just because we're in early alpha, or pre-alpha I should say, not even alpha yet, but pre-alpha, so 200 turn time limit at the moment, which I'm sure will be adjustable in the future to where there either won't be a turn limit or something like that. There's also a few sample quests, but there will be actual like quests that you can complete in the game at the end. Right now we just have a few samples. And then finally, right now there is a core AI that's going to simulate a bunch of different types of leaders, but basically that's going to be changing too. It's just the core of it, just the prototype type in a nutshell. Again, pre-alpha, just can't say that enough. Let's see, other than that though, they do have basic diplomacy for the AI, so we'll see a little bit of that when we play the game. And basically, yeah, the music and sound design, all the soundtracks are recorded with real instruments, and they use synthesizers when they needed to, but that's a really unique aspect, is that this is like real. This isn't like just some pre-recorded track on a synthesizer most of the time, only occasionally. It's right now, like some of it is, it's all digital, but they're going to be re-recording everything with real instruments in the future. And then of course we can do battles and build cities and stuff like that right now too. So in the future they're going to be adding more eras, there's going to be extra technologies, fully functional diplomacy, more battle options, more victory conditions, tutorials, all that type of stuff. So If you're looking for a tutorial, this isn't going to be the video just yet. I'm kind of just going to start and get right into it. I actually watched a tutorial myself before I played the game, just because these games always take a lot of stuff. There's so much lore and in-depth reading that you can do with the games if you want to. It's not always a requirement, but it just helps you play even better. But there are some different players that are playing this game in early access and have been doing tutorials. I might start a series myself sometime here in the future. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me just a minute, I'm going to cut away, I'm going to get my game set up, and we'll record some of the menus and the initial setup of things, and then we'll jump right into the game. This probably will be a little bit longer of a preview, but it's a strategy game, guys. Just like with Soul Zero, strategy games take time to do things. You can't just do it overnight. It's not something you just set up right away, and that's the point of these games. So let me jump right into it. Don't let it turn you away by the time the length of the video. I hope you can stick around to the end. If you did miss anything else, so make sure you at least check out those links in the description for the early access and for the studio as well. So we'll see you in just a minute. Okay guys, we are back now. So this is Endless Legend. Again, beautiful menu right now. You can see this guy electrocuting the guy on the floor here, reaching out. That has to do with the lore and everything in the game. So this is the basic layout. May change a little bit. As you can see, we are in early alpha right now, and I have my settings turned up all the way and everything too. Playing in the window mode so I can record a little bit easier, but other than that, check out the Games Together website where you can actually play some games with other people, and otherwise we will go ahead and start a new game right now. One thing I did want to note too is it looks like there's going to be the introduction tutorial campaign here, like I mentioned earlier, and then mods, which is very, very exciting that they're going to be supporting the mod community within the game natively. At least currently that's the plan. So new game, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to play with 4 empires. That sounds pretty good. Any more than that it'd be a little bit too much for me probably, because I'm going to do a smaller map. I don't want to do a time battle at all. Advanced settings isn't ready yet. Scenarios aren't ready yet. Region side, we're going to do small. Temperature is basically like what type of weather conditions we're going to have. So Terran, it says here, a variable climate with many different environments. We'll do that. Pangea, small Pangea, or no ocean. Let's do Pangea, and then world size is going to be probably small. Region size is small also, which is fine. And then Windwalker. So basically there's different empires, and you'll be able to change them in the future, but right now I'm going to stick with the Windwalker since that's the only option. But basically it gives you the different units that you can produce with this guys. Windwalkers themselves, it says right here, a faction of creators and builders. These people strive to bind rocks and trees into great living monuments. The relationship with dust is intense and dangerous. Under its influence they can suddenly explode into berserker rages. Dust is one of the collectible resources, so again this is a fantasy type option. Now there are other empires as well, but since I'm just doing a basic thing right now, I just wanted to start with this one. I was told that Wildwalkers, I keep saying Windwalkers I think, but Wildwalkers are a little bit easier to build with, since they do have building bonuses, and you want to put them next to forests usually because they can take advantage of that. So right now we can only do single player. We aren't going to divide anyone else at all, so we have us. I can change, here's the other ones here by the way, and you can hover over each one to read about them, but I'm going to do Wildwalkers as Wise Gamer here. The other factions, I don't care too much, and they can pick their color and stuff too. I like blue, that's fine, that's kind of like my channel, so other people can join and stuff, but not going to worry about that. We're just going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to load the game up. So when the game loads, it basically generates its own world. Every time it's random. It is in a hex grid like I was saying earlier, and there's going to be different resources on the ground. I believe there's 4 different resources, and they're called FIDs. You get to focus on those on the top right of the screen, and we'll see that in just a second here. Or you know what, I think it might be the top left. Wow, this is a very tiny, oh never mind, this isn't tiny. I was going to say this looked like water at first. All of this around here is actually like fog of war, so I can't see what's out there just yet. But this is how I start off right now. So we've got a life tree over here, mineral rich. Basically, I believe there are some different. Here it is. So I can show the grid if I wanted to. There's the grid, or I can turn it back off, and it doesn't like click sound or anything like that, but it just turns it on and lets you kind of know where things are at. We'll do that real quick for the purpose of the video. And then here's the FIDSy tile output. So basically you get like coin, the technology, research, gear type thing, engineering I believe it is. You get like the foresty things here for food, and then like the blue over here is research. So you have like research, engineering, coins, and science. And I apologize if I'm saying the terms of these ones improperly, but basically it's like they each have their own little element basically, and when the game spawns you, they try to put you from your region, like a good area that'll be good for your type of nation. So we're in a forest area right now. This will be pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and spread out my guys a little bit here, so if you click this I can transfer these guys to a different area. So let's do this. Select a valid army or city transfer. Selected units too. There we go. And then I'm just going to split up these guys a little bit just to give myself a little bit better visibility. I think I can't go that way because there we go. It wasn't letting me do that because of the hilltop here. I wasn't able to just split them up to go up there. Let's see. So this gives me a pretty good look around. There are some different things that like randomly generate throughout the world, and then I have my settler right here. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and found him here just for time's sake. This gives me hardly any science, which kind of stinks, but I do get a lot of the red engineering. It looks like a lot of coin around here. There's a 3 bonus over here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and settle him down. Found the city in this region. And when we do that here, so let's see, it looks on the left side there, we can see the effects of everything. Let's go ahead and do it right here. Or maybe up here. Let's do it here. So that'll kind of show us everything that we got here. And now that I've done this, it does give me a little grid layout of what's influenced by my city. So as your influence increases, these extra grid squares will start filling up. You can spread out your knowledge of everything and stuff like that too. This is turn-based, so I'm going to have to end my turn here in a second as well. But I want to see if I can go ahead and have these guys explore a little bit. So it looks like there's a white region here, and there's a red region up here. So we're probably going to have to either fight those guys or deal with them diplomatically at some point. We're going to send these guys this way, and we're going to just kind of explore a little bit. So that's pretty much all I can do in one turn, I believe. There's really, like I said, it's more of a tutorial type thing that you'd have to watch at some point. But I mean, you have like all your different options up here for diplomacy, side quest, research, stuff like that. So you can actually pick any research that you want from the beginning, from like the current era that you're in. You don't have to wait for like certain things. So let's see here. Figure, I've already researched the sewer system. I've already researched seed storage. Let's do, I don't know, I'm just going to click on one to start researching it. It says I can do it in 8 turns. And basically what it's calculated is my empire currently produces 3 research. This one costs 24, so it's going to take 8 turns to do 8 times 3 would be 24. And that's for era 1. If I look at quests, there's no current quests available right now. It just shows my military screen. This shows like the different cities that I have. This shows the diplomacy with the other characters, and this looks really cool. So it'll tell you if it's a peace, at war with a Cold War, or a actual war, and then, or if you have an alliance with them too. So it's kind of cool because they'll actually go out here later. And then finally, this one here is just like the management screen, so it shows like all the resources that you do or don't have, tells you your bonuses and things like that too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and end the turn. And I will say that I haven't got to spend too much time in the game yet. Again, I've just been trying to watch some tutorials and stuff to get ready for this, but I just wanted to put it out so quickly since the game looks really cool, and I plan to do a Let's Play in the future. So, let's see. So, new quest added. It's been a difficult winter. Not merely the weather and hunger that we've all arrived as the wildwalkers have descended upon. During the long cold months, we've both spent activities are lacking. Tempers flare. Let's see. Shouldn't have left our forest. Tempers are flaring. They're arguing about stuff. So basically, it's time to explore and learn. Search ancient sites for whatever treasures or knowledge they may contain. Cool. So let's go ahead and accept that. So let's get rid of this screen real quick. So the way we're going to do that is we need to search some of these ancient sites. Like here's like an anomaly right here. This is some other ruins right here. So let's go there. It says we can do that on one turn. So over here, new minor faction haunts. I've encountered a new minor faction. So minor factions basically, you can like take them over in a way. It's kind of like the barbarians from like Civilization and stuff like that. So they are in this little area here. So we might have to deal with them at some point, and that'll help us expand our own influence in our region. Now, one thing I should mention is you can only have one city within a region. So like this blue outline is my region, and this is the only city I'm ever going to be able to have here. I'm going to have to go into a different region to put another city down. So it's definitely important to know that as well. I think we're going to go towards this village and just see if we can get into a little bit of combat really early on. I don't know how great these warriors are or anything like that. It says first boar warriors, so we'll see, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and build something. I should have done this on the last turn. But let's see. So if we do seed storage, that just means that increases the food production. This is better for city happiness and stuff like that. And this is a memorial, and that's good for everything. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. That takes 5 turns to do that. Now we move both of our troops. There's nothing else I can really do at this time. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn again. And this is kind of the basic gameplay here. I wish I had a save file that was a little bit further on, guys, but I just don't. I don't at this time. We're going to go ahead and attack these guys and try to go ahead and attack them and see what happens, though. So no heroes assigned right now. This is my army. They have 2 of these flying units. Let's see, attack is 28 on those guys. My attack is 18. Huh. If I am the attacker, let's just see what happens. Why not? Let's do auto and see what happens. And it looks like both of my guys are extremely hurt by that. So, defeat. All my troops have been destroyed. Great, so that was not the best move to make. That is totally my fault for doing that, but I decided I'd try it out, just show a little bit of combat and stuff too. Other than that though, let's see what else I can get done here. We'll go ahead and end that turn real quick since we just killed all of our guys. Let's see, the population has changed in 1 or more of your cities. It has now grown to 2. Cool. And then I want to build more of these guys too. So we're kind of queuing up some different stuff. So after the memorial is done, we're gonna get some more armies here. So we just gotta end a turn again and just kind of wait for some things right now. I shouldn't have sent my army to go die right now, but I decided to go ahead and do that. So let's see, turn 5 is computing, turn 6 is computing. There we go. So we got the Founders Memorial. Now it's working on my first Dakari Ranger here. And now that I have that, I can do Borough Streets. Let's see here. This allows the cities to expand. This looks like it's really good too, so we're going to go ahead and do that afterwards. And this tells me that the construction was complete, so that's cool too. And this is pretty much the gameplay, guys. So I know it's not the most fun to watch, I guess, right away out of the box, but like if you like 4X gaming, this is a really exciting game for me, at least, on just how much you're going to be able to do with the game in the future here. So we'll go ahead and show that stuff again, and we're just going to end the turn. We're waiting for this Dakari warrior to finish. Oh, my research completed too, so let's go ahead and research something else. I'm going to get the hero here from the marketplace. Let's do that. Okay. And go one more time. We'll see if we can run into any of the guys. I should have gone to the red territory here once this Dakari guy's done here. That's what we're going to do. Alright. So I hear people moving. I don't see them yet. It's probably just my own army right here. Alrighty, so that guy's going to go this way. And we will see what we can see inside of this city over here. And we'll probably wrap the video after I get over there, so... We're building another Dakari warrior right now. Oh, here's some soldier guy right here. This is a roaming army. That is probably not a good thing. Let's intercept him if at all possible. And attack him. He's got a crapload of attack. Okay, let's do defensive, automatic, defeat. My troops have been destroyed again. That was pretty difficult. If he attacks my city, I'm probably going to be screwed. Looks like, luckily he's not doing that for some reason. Okay. Alright then, guys. Well, yeah, I think that it's hard to showcase the game, like I said, because this types of games just take so long to really get into it. But just know that there is like a lot of detail in the game. A lot you can do already in the early access. Real-time strategy games usually take hours to get going, to be honest, and I don't think we're going to have time in the video. I'm not going to make an hour or 2 long video to take care of that, just because, you know, you guys would get bored and everything too. We definitely want to make sure that everything's okay with the length of the video and stuff. We don't want to drag things on forever. So basically though, this is the turnstile gameplay. If you haven't seen a game like this, I'm not sure where you've been, but you need to look up like videos for Civilization and stuff like that. Look up some more gameplay and things like that too. I just wanted to provide a preview at the moment to show that this game is fully functional. It is working very well. It's very entertaining, and it's hard to show that without getting too much into the game, but at the same time, like I said before too, the game's in early access. It's available on Steam and the link's going to be below. So if you guys do have questions, though, leave a comment. I'll answer them as I can. It's just hard to get into the gameplay again without like really playing for an hour or so, just to show some more progression and things like that. So if you do have questions, let me know. I'll probably do a Let's Play in the future. Otherwise, we'll talk to you guys later, and check out the videos in the outro too for anything you haven't seen yet. Thank you so much for watching my video today, guys. Make sure you check out my indie game preview on Runponda, as well as my new series, Insurgency Tactics 101. Insurgency is an FPS game. If you missed my preview, check it out from Friday. Otherwise, we will see you next time, guys. We do upload daily, so see you soon.